Get comfortable, you guys, because it is going to be a long week. I have so many explosive revelations to share with you. So it was a philosophy class called Senior Sem, and he used to come in every day with a debacle, and he would ask us to just work through the philosophical question. I remember that whole debacle. This debacle with her earrings. The Hamptons debacle came up. The Brett Kavanaugh hearings and debacle involved in this entire debacle, okay? The FISA debacle. His recent non-vote on the FISA debacle, Kanye West debacle, Christ is King debacle, to Christ is King debacle. That's the Jeffrey Epstein debacle. And Jeffrey Epstein, this whole debacle could never had any sort of a debacle ever in my life. I think that these people are not humans, that they're sentinels that maybe look like humans. That
What a debacle. Anybody else feel the same way?
Was not coming out of racist ideas, right? It wasn't because people were just trying to delegitimize him. It was because this must just all be crazy rantings. Every day, Candace is up on this show like Miss Cleo from the 90s and just like predicting what she thinks happened. It's such a ridiculous way to try to delegitimize the research that we have done. Now, I don't know how you're able to comment. She pulled the good old Barack Obama, dropped a book, an autobiography that was meant to legitimize her to the Black public. And everyone that should be using their platforms to try to get to the bottom of what happened to him and asking similar questions is instead calling out Candace Owens and waiting for her to make a mistake so they can try to delegitimize every effort that she is making to get to the bottom of this thing. It just reeks. We want the CEO and the chairman of Turning Point USA to answer, okay? If you can't compartmentalize, then I don't see how you're going to be able to. We don't like them. We don't agree with the industries they went into. All of that can be true, but you have to be able to compartmentalize that when you are looking at a case. Since long before this ever broke out between her and Justin Baldoni, that we have to compartmentalize. Blake Lively is not a good person. Or Donald Trump from the #MeToo movement. It is very important to compartmentalize how you feel about somebody personally from how you are. Can't compartmentalize. To compartmentalize that. To compartmentalize. But really, it was about the architecture. I want you to understand. Sitting there across from Alex Clark, like, her Catholic, no, he just liked the architecture. And I no longer accept him and Erica. And he liked the smells and the bells. He loved the architecture, but there was no more substance for him. It'd be like, he loved the architecture of things, but beyond that, nothing was happening. I think this may have been about more than the architecture. The architecture of things, and the architecture. Well, obviously, that's wrong. There's 1,000 ways that you can honor Charlie. Stop telling us that it has to always be Miss Macabre. Like, we have to have the bloody mic, and it's like we don't actually have to have any of that. Really passion, not this like chat GBT feeling of, well, we all need to unite around the mission. It's like, no, I don't really care about cash and open genocide for starving people. You, in this moment, have retired Green Beret and the former lieutenant colonel, I actually think he's still a lieutenant colonel of the Army, Tony Aguilar. He sat down with Tucker Carlson. And he is describing, he actually went, Prince Harry abdicates England, causes this whole race kerfluffle. Now we've got Nicola Peltz. People were like, is this really over a wedding dress? We knew a kerfluffle happened at this billionaire wedding, which pertained to a dress, okay? Or he decides, me and Nicola are gonna get married again, this time without my own family. Because this dress kerfluffle. We were like, could this really be about a dress?
Bruh.
I love you, baby. I love you. You're so perfect. I love you more. I love you, my sprinkle poo bear, baby. Boop boobs, I love you. It's a piece of baby. It's wonderful. I love you.